What's poppin', my lyrical heads? Welcome to another episode of Lyrical Minds. Before I get into it, I just want to shout out all my supporters, all 76 of my subscribers. Thank you for all your support. Now, without further ado, I'm going to introduce one of the hardest working mans on YouTube, Wayne Breezie. What's poppin', my guy?
What's good, my guy? What's going on, fam? Thank you for having me on the show, baby.
Thank you for, accepting pretty much my offer of coming on the show. It's great to have you on, man. So how you doing today?
I'm hanging in it. Like I'm good. I'm tired. I ain't even going to front. Like I usually never say I'm tired. Somebody told me I look tired today, so I'm like, you know what? I don't look tired. Then I thought about it. I'm freaking tired, yo. Like I'm tired. Father-in-law's here. I've been chilling in the man cave. Just when I'm down,
Working.
I don't try to be down here because I know I'll stay up all night, fam. And I just been up to like 5 a.m. just working, bro, working. So I'm tired, but it's all good, man. I got mad energy for you, baby.
Got you. Like I said, the hardest working man on YouTube. I am not lying. He be up there working all 49er content. It'd be
Appreciate it, man.
real legit.
Appreciate.
So I've always wondered this. Where did Breezy come from?
So that's funny. So, um, I started off in the music world, music industry. So I was like in the music industry. This way before Chris Brown. So a
Right.
lot of cats used to call me like I had many names. Like I was Blaze Beat. Um, I was the Piano Man, Mr. Piano Man. Um, then I started to say, you know what, I'm just gonna go by my government name, Wayne Patrick. You know what I'm saying,
Okay.
and try to change that. But then on my shows, cats be like, "Yo, Breezy." You know what I'm saying? What's going on,
Right.
Breezy? Breezy, Breezy, Breezy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't easy being Breezy. That's what they say. Like, you know. And so I took
Right.
that name and I was like, you know what? I might as well run with it. You call me that anyway. I might as well go ahead and run with the Breezy. So I just put my name in front of it, and that's where Wayne Breezy came from.
Okay, because I was always curious about that. I didn't know if it was like a childhood nickname or something, but that's a dope story.
Well, my last name is Brown. So like it just so happened, Chris Breezy, it's just like same difference. Whoever gave it to me, that's how we can rock it with it, yo.
Got you. So you said pretty much that you've been in music for a while now.
Oh
What made you get into music? Because I know you do a lot of covers, you do a lot of producing,
yeah.
write for other people.
Yeah, music was my passion, man. So if you grew up, I grew up in the church, and so being in the Sunshine Band, singing with the little
Oh yeah.
kids choruses and choirs and things like that, growing up watching the young adults, wanting to be like them, wanting to be a musician at some point. Singing was cool, but I wanted to play the organ, like you know what I mean. So during that transition, like my grandma said, she just had me in the church learning a bunch of hymns and learning harmonies, being in choir. So that was kind of like what introduced me to music. And
Hmm.
then as I got older, I started to, do things a little bit more, take on more complex things. And I started getting on the organ, but I was in the sports too. So it was really hard. It was like either you do organ lessons or you devote your time to football. I play football and baseball. So
Okay.
my mom had me into sports, and I was doing the music thing. So the music thing started to fizzle out. Like I couldn't really take lessons. So I had to teach myself mainly. I wanted it, you know what I'm saying? So I had to
Right.
teach myself. So I really didn't start like playing keyboards, sound, whatever, producing probably to like my freshman year in college, which is like in 98. That's kind of when I really started to get into like the
Hmm.
music game. That's back when sampling was like popping, you know what I'm
Got you.
saying?
Go ahead. Show your age. Show your
That's
age.
all good. And that's when the MPC 2000 XL was like the greatest machine on earth, bro. And
Right.
so, like, but the thing was, I never wanted to sample. I would
Okay.
challenge myself and learn the record, interpolate it, learn the sounds, learn the strings, learn the horns,
Hmm.
learn the lines, and I developed my ear. And so between church and that's kind of what
Right.
really got me into music. And then, as time progresses, I ended up with a couple of production deals, Universal Music Group. I had a record deal with like Slip and Slide Records. I'm still showing my age. I get it. But that's when
Yeah.
Trick Daddy and Trina and them was popping. Y'all don't know nothing about that Florida stuff, but they was popping. And I had a deal, but it was one of those weird deals. Like, you know what I'm saying? One of those like you got to do this, you do this or whatever. So I never sent the paperwork back off. My
Right.
production deal didn't take off because of my team. Not blaming them, but I had a team, and one
Okay.
person was in charge of packaging and shipping. Like, and this was back in the day before flash drives. So you had to send your stuff on CDs. Y'all know what compact disc are? You had to send your stuff on those. And so
Yep.
the A&R got my first package, but when he asked for the other stuff, he didn't get the second package. It got like returned, broken up, and I was wondering why I didn't hear from the guy anymore or whatever. So when I finally reached out just to check in, he was
Right.
like, "Yeah, man." And New York, so I'm from the East Coast. So the New York
Mm-hmm.
game is grimy. Like they quick with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you only get like that Eminem Lose Yourself. That was me before Eminem even came out. Cause you really only get one chance, bro. The
Right.
moment, like it was like he didn't even know who I was the second time I reached out because I missed my deadline. And that's why you want to know why I work so hard. That's because like I don't want to miss deadlines. I want to make sure my stuff is on point. I want to make sure presentation is key because I missed out on opportunities. Now later on, I ended up like with Time Warner, the Warner Music Group, and things like that. But
Right.
like I had to go through some really fiery furnaces, you know what I'm saying? But that's where I am now. And that's what got me into music. So I'm still into music, but life happens. And so family, things like that. And now I'm
I
into
get it.
copy. It's crazy.
Okay, you said that you pretty much play a little bit of instruments. What other instruments do you play excluding the organ
So I
and
could
the
play the
piano?
piano. I'm a drum. I could play the drums. I dab in on the saxophone. Like I pull it out every now and then when I'm just feeling like I want to hear something. It take me
Right.
a little bit. I'm rusty with it. I didn't learn sax, but that's something that I'm just developing my ear for. And I'm teaching myself the guitar now. The hardest part for me with the guitar is I'm a piano player, so I always divert back to my 10 fingers with the guitar. It don't take
Right.
all that, so I get frustrated, throw it to the side, get on the keyboard, like, yeah, this is so much better. It feels so much comfortable.
How did pretty much you learn the instrument? Was it all self-taught?
Yeah, so I had a few lessons on the organ. Remember, this was when I was back into learning how to play like the church stuff. And then
Hmm.
yeah, self-taught, man. I taught myself theory over the years. And then I just when you want something, bro, you just go get it. Like, you
Yeah,
gotta have
absolutely.
the talent, you gotta have the gift, but you gotta also, make it come out. And then just being around better people, like better musicians, better people,
Right.
like that just sharpens up your skill. The iron sharpens of irons, you know what I'm saying? So that helps out, a lot. But everything was pretty much self-taught, and what I've learned from being around like famous people, sitting and listening, and just all that type of stuff.
Okay, I got you. And I know you pretty much already showed your age, but what music did you listen to while you were growing up?
Ooh-wee. So like, all right, so my mom's had me listening to like I could tell, like I didn't know at the time, right?
Hmm.
But my mom must was going through some stuff, like some heartaches and some stuff, but I didn't know that's what the songs were about. So I was listening to like Betty Wright and Mickey Howard and like
Oh,
some older artists, the Gladys Knights,
right.
like the Anita Bakers, like you know what I mean. And they weren't always singing love songs. They was
No.
women was going through some stuff. So I didn't realize my mom was going through. But I will say this: my first hip hop album. And shout out to my best friend Charles. Like, so I used to go to
Hmm.
his crib because my mom was getting into the church. So she didn't want any of the rap stuff in the crib, bro. It was crazy. She
Oh.
didn't want any hip hop, anything in the crib, especially
Hmm.
in the late 80s, early 90s. That's when cursing started really playing on the records. Before then, it was super
Definitely.
clean. Yeah. So my mom was like, "You ain't bringing none of that trash in my house." So my boy Charles, I used to go to his crib, listen to the Big Daddy Kanes, the Edo G and the
Hmm.
Bulldogs, like the old school hip hop, the Eric B and Rakims, like hip hop,
Hmm.
right? And then my mom, like 90, whatever Lords of the Underground and
Right.
Midnight Marauders from Tribe Called Quest came out. Those were my first two hip hop CDs my mom purchased for me. Mind you, I bought my own
Okay.
Biggie. I bought my own stuff, but I used to hide those like in the bushes because I couldn't bring it in the house, bro. Had these big bushes outside the crib. I used to put them right in the between the
Oh,
bushes.
you're serious about the bushes? Oh, that's hilarious.
Bro, Snoop Doggy Dogg Doggy Style. The
Hey.
album cover was bad.
Alone, yeah, Alone.
Right.
The album
Never
cover.
mind never mind the album cover. But I tell you what, I know all those CDs from the 90s like verbatim, word for word, yo. I don't not no disrespect to today's hip hop, today's music, but it was
Hmm.
something about the lyrical content being at your shows called Lyrical Minds. It was something about the lyrical
Hmm.
content
I
that
get
those
it.
guys were talking about. And whether they were talking about women, partying, whatever, it was something, it was a masterpiece that they were creating every time they went into the studio.
Definitely, definitely. And trust me, I get it when it comes to lyrics because I care about the lyrics way more now, especially now that I'm older. I appreciate them a lot more. And lyrics way back when and lyrics now, the flow is different.
Mhm,
The beats are totally different, different styles. And trust me, I miss them late 90s, even though I'm a 90s baby, but
mhm.
I definitely go back and listen to it though. But get off of music for a little bit. What do you do for fun? Except work. What do you do on your when you're not working?
I mean, when I'm not having like some family time, honestly, I just get on 2K and Madden. Yo, like that's me releasing my stuff. I'm not a really person that likes to go out anymore. I did that like 20 years ago. So like me, fun is like good food, video games. Like that's it. Like I'll even cook. Like I'll be prepping cooking shows. I got cooking videos and stuff. I just don't release them.
Mm-hmm.
But I get a joy out of stuff like that, bro. Like trying to see if I could chef up something and do
Right.
it on camera and things like that. And so before my son was born, my wife and I used to like really go heavy into the cooking stuff. And we would cook all
Okay.
these healthy dishes, healthy substitutes, and things like that. But yo, that's kind of fun for me, yo. I'm weird, but it is that and video games, yo. I could play video games all night long.
There is nothing wrong with that. I enjoy cooking. I just actually just done cooking some
Nice.
salmon for the family. So they up there grubbing. I'm gonna eat after all this. um, but all right, man. That's to me. That's still pretty dope. I'm not really into video games all that much. I might
Good.
go hop on Call of Duty here
Can't
and
do
there with my family. You really
Can't do
can't do
Call of
it.
Duty. Man, listen, the greatest shooting game of all time was GoldenEye. That was back on like
Oh,
Nintendo 64, bro. So
GoldenEye
yeah,
007.
007, bro. That
Oh
game was
man,
the
yeah,
GOAT.
you can get it. I'm just gonna say.
I listen. That game was cool. You gotta give me some time to get reacclimated to it because all these new graphics and stuff is crazy. But that game
Yeah, it
was
is.
goat. I can't get into Call of Duty, bro. I tried. I got it. I don't got the newest one. I had the one
Right.
before the newest one. My students made me buy it, and they whipped me. They whipped me at my tail online. They had fun with me. I get back to work. They were like, "Yo, you see me beat Mr. Brown online?" I'm like, "All right, man. You see, I still got to do your grades, right?" So I had them, but it was
Right.
fun. But I don't like getting shot. It wasn't cool. It wasn't
Oh,
cool.
I don't blame you. And all that smack talk. Yeah, I'm not all about that because
Woo! You're right,
I talk shit back
right.
to kids, bro.
Oh, listen, it's all fair love is what it's real when it's here. Like in school, never mind. Well, that's another conversation off air. But listen, I used to talk my smack, bro. They knew it. That's why they loved me. It was smack talk all day.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that. All right, to get back into music. So I know you do a lot of performing, you do a lot of covers of weddings and whatnot and so forth.
Yeah.
What was your worst performance and why? And what did you learn from it?
Oh my gosh. This is the hardest question ever because everybody has had a worse performance.
Oh, trust me, I've heard them. I've heard a lot of them.
But here's the funny thing, right? It's not all right. So my worst performance was one recently. And I'm not saying that
Okay.
because it was recent. This was bad. I mean, it literally made me, and it wasn't that I sounded bad. It was
Hmm.
what happened. Now, this is what happened, bro. And don't laugh. After you finish laughing, this is what happened. So I'm on a wedding gig, right?
All right.
Now, all the weddings that I do, like, I'm not a country singer, bro. I'm not. I'm not a country singer, but the clients want country music and they want it live.
Ooh,
So I do my best to give the like I when I learn a song, I try to learn it just like the record as far as the impersonations and all that type of stuff. I want
right.
to sound authentic to the record, right? There was one particular song where like the music didn't sound like the CD.
Ooh.
So like I wasn't playing, I was just singing. And so because
Mhm.
the music wasn't right, I had no idea what my cue was to come in, bro. So the bride and it was the first dance. Damn. So the bride
Oh,
and the groom are sitting there like dancing, and like 2 minutes later, like one of the singers was like, "Yo, just sing the chorus." And I'm like, "Ah, da, 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 da," like it just came out. And I forgot that that was even the melody for me to start the song off, bro. Because the
right.
melody has that instrument, da, 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 and it didn't come in, so I froze. I've never frozen on a gig in my entire life, dude. I felt
Ooh,
so bad. I didn't know if I should apologize, but they didn't even know I froze. That's the crazy part about performing. Key
dang.
number one when you're a performer, for everybody that's an artist out there, right? You're gonna
Mhm.
mess up. That's part of the game, it's part of your growth, right? When you mess up, just don't show that you messed up, because 9 times out of 10, the only people that know you messed up is you and the band. Other than that, them out there, it could be part of your act. They would never know. You could have turned it. I flipped it. I didn't show like I was in distress, but I was able to flip it, and I gave them
Right.
the best damn wedding reception they've ever had in their entire life. So, like they probably forgot about it. But the moral to the story is, you're gonna mess up. It was a bad performance in my eyes,
Mhm.
because I don't forget words. I don't
Right.
forget, like I usually don't forget, but I think the issue was, bro, like I'm a keyboard player, and if I'm that's my crutch. So if I
Right.
had my keyboard, I'd have played, even if the band wasn't right, I would have just been
Mhm.
playing by myself and just said, the heck with y'all, this is how it goes. I'm gonna keep, but I didn't have that. So
Right.
it's I hate singing without my keyboard. So I'm learning how to be better with just being in front. That's what it was. That was my worst performance, bro.
Totally understandable. But it's nice that no one recognized and no
No
one
one
realized what
recognized
was
it.
going on.
You would have
That's
had to
that's the
be
good
into
part.
music to know, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh snap. But you wouldn't knew that I wasn't starting. It was like a long ass intro. It was like a 2 minute intro. And that's what it was.
Golly.
That's what it sounded like. And then I just bust out right with the chorus, and they waltzing around. I'm like, oh shit, this is kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it ended up being.
Definitely had to play that off. We pretty much briefly talked about, hip hop then and hip hop now. How would you describe the state of hip hop right now?
I don't even know if you could call it hip hop now, because it doesn't hip hop to me was culture.
Right.
Like, so hip hop, I taught hip hop. I taught a class on hip hop, and I broke my curriculum is broken down into like 5 aspects, right? And so when you
Okay.
think of hip hop, I call it like the 5 pillars of hip hop, and or the 5 elements of hip hop. So when you think of hip hop, you think of 5 things. Like the lyrics is just one. Being an MC,
Hmm.
that's one part, but then you got fashion, you got art,
True.
you got dancing, right? Those are just a few the elements of what hip hop is. And I don't like is it still here? I feel like some of those elements aren't here anymore, and it's not necessarily hip hop, it's just pop. I think music is just pop right now, and everything that you do, it has to fit that popular demand status. That's what I think it is. So when I
Okay.
hear a hip hop record, when I hear something authentic, when I hear hard drums from the musical aspect, when I hear, clean, crisp, because California got that clean, crisp sound, and then
True.
New York got the dirty, gritty sound. Down south got the 808s. You get what I'm saying? And then when you
Yeah.
hear that, like, that gets me going, and I'm like, okay, this is about to be authentic. But today's music is more of a pop thing, so I don't even know if you can call what Drake does as hip hop, or some of the
Mm.
artists that you listen to today as hip hop. I think they're good. I think they're great. But I don't know if that's hip hop, unless hip hop is just adding another page to his book.
Oh, okay. I like how you describe that. You're the first artist to I guess describe it like that. And it definitely opened my eyes. I never thought about, different pillars to hold hip hop, different aspects of it. And
I forgot the
to me,
DJing part. That was the main aspect. So
oh
DJ,
yeah, way back when.
yeah, now DJs are like obsolete. Everything is,
EDM.
yeah, everything's on your phone. You can just put a mixer on your playlist, Spotify, keep it going. It's the DJs for you now. It's totally weird. Totally
It
different.
is
Not weird.
different.
It's just different.
Definitely different. Okay. And you talked about some of the artists. I guess, what are the top artists to you right now?
Hmm. Look, I feel all right. So like for me, I think I
Hmm.
ended if I'm listening to like the rap music or whatever. I think for me it's just like it's just Drake, and then I really don't listen to anything like after Drake. I rather listen to my old guys do new
Right,
stuff. It's weird. Like if Method Man put out a CD, I buy it. If Jay-Z put out a CD, I buy it. Right? And it's no
right,
disrespect. It's just that I don't really know what they're talking about because I'm not out there. I don't really know what's going on. But I knew what was
right.
going on with the Drake stuff. And then now even he's kind of like, he's on another plane right now. So I think Drake's just at the top, but
Definitely.
I think Jay-Z for me is still there. Like whenever he comes out with a record, he did that song with DJ Khaled and Little Wayne too. Those are like my guy. Like that's it for me. When they did that song, I was
Right.
like, man, this is hip hop. See what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that,
I get you.
even though it
Yeah.
sounded new, the lyrics, like it was lyrical. Every verse, Little Wayne's verse was crazy. So
Oh,
to me,
snaps.
that was hip hop.
Definitely. And I'm not l- old prime Little Wayne was like my favorite growing up.
Mhm.
Like I wanted to be just like him. I used to rap way back when. I was trash, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. But he was like one of my idols growing up. Him and Nelly. Nelly was one of my idols as
Yeah,
well.
Nelly with the sing rap.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I remember that.
definitely.
Bling
To
bling.
me, to me, he was well, I would say one of the first Drakes was like LL Cool J, LL Cool J to me because he used to
Okay.
rap and sing at the same time, and then it became Nelly, and then Drake topped everybody.
Facts. Facts.
So now he's definitely number one in the game, and not there's really not a close second in my
Pers-
eyes.
I take Drake to number one for other reasons too. It's not just what he does; it's what he does for everybody else. Like he got hits.
Mhm.
Like Drake
Yeah,
write R&B records, yo. Like that cat. Like remember when I don't know if you remember Ja Rule, but remember when Ja Rule
yeah, I do.
he was writing hits. Like he was
Yeah,
writing
he
all
was.
that J Lo, all that stuff. That's all him writing the melodies, everything. That's me. That's what I like.
Okay,
That's who I am. Like that's what I like. I love that when an artist is more than just an artist, right? That means they're special.
definitely.
And 50 Cent too, like special. He writes. He can write records. So when you
Yeah, he
hear all
can.
these R&B records on the radio now, man, they written by rappers, bro. And I could tell just from the cadences, the way
Right.
it's shortly worded, everything. Those are rappers. Those are hip hop writers writing these records right now. And so shout out to them though, because they don't get the love that they deserve.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. And I know a lot of artists write for other artists and they really don't get the appreciation nor the notice that they really should get, but it kind of is what it is. They're ghostwriters for a reason
For
for
a
the
reason.
most part.
True that. True that.
Um but that's the pretty much the end of the basic questions. You ready to get into these rapid questions?
Let's do it, man. I'll do my best. Let's go.
All right. What is the first CD, my bad, tape you've ever bought?
Shoot, damn. Rapid. Well, if it's the first tape that I've ever been, it was something by Michael Jackson, so it's probably Thriller. I'm gonna go with Thriller.
Okay. Tyrese or Genuine in the verses?
Oh, Tyrese.
Good answer. What is a model that you live by?
There's so many. Um, be prepared. Be prepared for whatever comes at you. Be prepared. Simple.
Very simple. I get that one. How do you eat your steak?
I'm a medium well guy. Like it could be slightly pink, but medium well. But the steak better be no season, just salt and pepper, medium well.
Oh, really? You don't like seasoning?
I don't want not on my steak. I like steak to taste like the grill and a little bit of salt and pepper, and
Okay.
yeah, like not the season. Ribs, that's different. Steak, I just want to taste the meat. Pause.
Okay. Pause. What is your pump up song? I guess pause too.
Right. Dang. Speak. Frick it, it's pump it up, Joe Buttons, yo. That song get me amped.
Hey, that's a classic song
Yeah,
by Joe
he
Budden.
took the scenario remix. Just Blaze took the scenario
Mhm.
remix by Tribe Called Quest and Leaders of the New School flipped it, and that's a record. That's a record.
Yeah, it is. What is your favorite current comedian?
Yo, I don't care if I get trash for this, but Kevin Hart is the funniest guy to me. I don't know what it is about him, and I know he corny sometimes, but everything like just the way he walk is funny. Like he's funny. He's funnier to me than Dave Chappelle, and I know that's bad.
Oh, that is bad. Dave
I know
Chappelle's my
that's
favorite
bad.
one, but Kevin Hart's definitely in my top five. So
Okay,
not a
okay,
bad answer. Not a bad
okay.
answer. They might get on you in the comments though.
They
I
gonna get
can't
on
help
me,
you.
and it's fine. They can at me, whatever. But you gotta watch Kevin. Kevin is funny. He's just
He
funny.
is.
And it's the way he talk. It's just that's it. Dave Chappelle got jokes. Kevin Hart don't need the jokes, even though he need the
No.
jokes, because he could just
Mhm.
talk to you. Man, I was having a bad day, and now
Right.
all of a sudden, it's just the way he talk. Like I don't. I'm sorry, man. My bank
No,
account
no,
is
no.
set up. I got this checking, my savings. That junk is still funny to me to this day.
I feel like it's just his character. It's just
It's
who
just his
he
character.
is. It's not him just telling jokes. It's just who he is. So I get it.
I think that's perfectly said. Because if you watch him in every movie, why is he the same way? Like how he's
Facts.
being him. I think. I hope.
Yeah.
Matter of
In the
fact, I got a
movies.
story if you don't mind.
Oh
So
no, no, go ahead, send it.
fucking Kevin Hart, yo. So, yo, I lost a lot of weight, yo. I used to be big, right? I used to be like
Right.
300 plus, like almost 350. And in 2007, 8-ish, when Kevin Hart was like starting to blow up, I used to be on 106 in Park. So that was a TV show that used to come on BET where they count down the videos and things like that, right?
I
So
remember
I was
that.
the music director for the show, and my band Notorious, we used to play like the bump ins, the bump outs for the Wild Out Wednesdays and the Freestyle
Mm,
Fridays. So Kevin Hart was there hosting the show on the day we were there, and we were backstage. I got pictures somewhere, but this is where I think I still got the camera. So this is before the iPhone like really blew up. So I had like a little small Canon,
okay.
and so Kevin was like, he was like, make sure you turn the camera this way so you can get his fat ass in the picture. And I'm like, this mother is shorter than my kneecap. And he's talking about how wide I am on camera, bro. That moment we clicked, and the crazy thing was, this was before he blew up.
okay.
After that, he did his tour, and then
Mhm.
he just now he bigger than life. So shout out to Kevin Hart, man. Thanks for that. He was my inspiration. Because I was told if you wanted to be on TV, you got to come down in the weight. And I wanted to be on. I told you, I'm the type of person, I'm a go-getter,
Right.
right? So if I want something really bad, sometimes I need it to be as hard as it comes, like as bad as it sounds, for me to be like, all right, I got to do something about it. Right. And so I did something about it. And I ended up losing like a good 150 pounds.
That's good, man. That's a funny story.
It's crazy.
He said,
I
shorter than my
tried to
kneecaps.
Bro, I tried to throw it back. I'm like, well, make sure you get it this way so you can fit his short ass in the picture. Like we were literally cracking jokes, and that was my one of my favorite moments. So maybe I'm biased toward Kevin Hart because we connected and we had that
Mhm.
conversation. But I met many stars that like when I met Beanie Siegs, bro, I was like, this motherfucker looks scary. Like, I don't know. He's fresh out of jail. And he was like,
Oh,
he
he
was
was fresh
clean.
out when you met him?
He had just came out. He must have came straight from jail to the show, but he was fresh, cool, crisp button up,
Okay.
fresh jeans, the glasses, the braids. This was when he was still big, and I was like, "Yo, Beans," and he just looked mean. Like I was just like, never mind, bro. Go ahead and do your thing.
Never mind. I'll come back
I'll
later.
come back later. Yep, yep.
All right. Favorite subject in school?
Math, easily. I was a math guy.
Worst worst job and why?
Hmm. Um, I haven't really had any bad jobs though. I like all right, so when I got out of college,
Mhm.
I I was having a son, and so I needed a job. So I was working while I was still in college. I needed a job, and a friend of mine was like, yo, this company is a printing company, but they're not like
Mhm.
Tyco or whatever. They're like a print company for like the construction people. They print the big, large blueprints and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah. So he was like, yo, you could be a driver and they pay like $10 an hour. I don't know if this was the worst job, but to me, this was the worst job I ever had. Job was cool. They was cool, man. I upgraded. I went from, I think the worst
Right.
decision I made was going from driver to being an employee inside the office. I hate being micromanaged. That's
Ooh.
don't micromanage me. If you ask me to do a job, it will get done my way, right? But if you micromanage me, I'm gonna lose interest. So when I was just the driver, man, listen, man, I used to have the Nextel chirp chirp. Hey, yo, where you at? Yo, man, I'm like 5 minutes away, bro. I'm like 55 minutes away from the job, and then I run into bro. That was the best. That was the best. Used to stop, use the company car, get gas. Listen, bro, it wasn't a bad
Mm.
job. I haven't had a bad job. I can't answer that question. I haven't had a bad job.
Oh, I feel that, man. You are lucky because some people got some stories
I
when they come
believe
on the
it,
show.
bro. But luckily, I haven't had to. I've never had a bad job. Never. That's crazy.
That is. But all right. Who would play you in a documentary of yourself,
Oh, Anthony
excluding
Anderson.
yourself?
Anthony Anderson, hands down.
Really?
Get Anthony Anderson. That's another person that I like.
Hmm.
Started off kind of funny, then got into the serious, dramatic type of acting. He's one of my favorite people in the whole wide world too. Anthony Anderson's a cool guy.
Okay. Best part of performing.
All right, so this might take a second. This is not gonna be rapid. I remember doing a show,
Right.
and at the end of the night, a female came up to me and said, I just want to thank you for like blessing my soul, like blessing, like she was like, I was going
Hmm.
through chemo, I wasn't even supposed to be here tonight, I don't feel good, but the way you perform, your energy like just blessed me. And that's when I realized that whenever I get out there on the stage, I don't care if the
Right.
crowd is 5 or 500,000. My job, my only goal is to make sure one person leaves with an experience. That's why the name of my band is called The Experience.
That's a dope story, and that's a dope meaning behind the bed.
Yo,
So, all right. Your celebrity crush.
I don't watch celebrities now. So Megan Good, Nia Long,
Mm.
Kelly Kapowski, and Lisa Turtle. I wanted both of them. And Topanga from Boy Meets World. I think I could stop right there. I gave you five.
So, hey, I'll take all five. I get it. Topanga, growing up, Topanga was definitely in my top three.
Woo, bro. Something about them lips, but yeah, man.
The big
Yep.
facts.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who would be in your ultimate dinner party? Guest dead or alive? You got five people to pick from.
All right. So Jay-Z got to be at the table because
Okay.
I think we can have a nice, intelligent. I think he's in that intelligent, intellectual type of conversation. And sometimes I want that. I gotta have Quincy Jones there. I'm a huge Quincy Jones fan. Uh,
Okay.
I gotta have Quincy there. I need Denzel Washington there.
All
Um,
right.
then I gotta lighten it up, man. I'm trying to think, bro. You know what? It's a boys' night out. I need Barack Obama there because I just I just want to see how cool he is in person. And I feel like he cool in person, right? The president
Yeah.
was one thing, but as far as his regular, he probably cool, right? And then to top it off, man, trying to think, man. I need some put Kevin Hart there, bro. I need some entertainment. I
I'm,
need
surpri-
I need entertainment.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised he was your first one off the list, but
Jay-Z is the person I want to have a conversation. So Jay-Z is like my like this is like my all-time favorite, yo. Because if you
right,
grew up, like I grew up with Biggie. Biggie was the guy, and then Jay Z. Once Biggie passed, like his material kind of started to thin out. He didn't do too many
right,
recordings, so Jay Z kind of filled in, and I could just connect to his life. It was like everything he was telling us was 100% authentic. You knew it, he knew it, the world knew it. Nobody could
right.
touch him. And then like he even did shady stuff and got away with it. So like I just started to respect him like even the more, bro. So like I don't know. I just want to have a conversation because he got a story to tell. Like if he was able to make it, like anybody can make it. Because he probably would say he shouldn't be here right now. And a lot of us probably feel
Right.
that way, especially as black men.
Definitely, definitely. What is your go-to karaoke song?
I don't do karaoke, bro.
What? I'm very surprised you don't do karaoke.
I can tell you why. Karaoke for me, first of all, I hate singing the tracks. If I did
Okay.
anything, it's gotta be live music, only because I'm an outside the box guy. So if I hear something, then just follow me. I'm going there. You can't do that on karaoke. So like if I'm singing a song,
Okay.
you gotta stick straight to the script. That's not who I am. That's why.
Makes sense. All right, then I'll switch up the question. What is your favorite song to cover?
What's my go-to song? What's a song that I just love to cover? It's anything by Michael Jackson. But if I had to pick a Michael Jackson song, it's I Can't Help It, written by Stevie Wonder. Um,
Okay.
and
Classic song.
you can hear you can hear Stevie in it, but Mike singing it. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that would be like my favorite. It's sensual, it's soft, but then it gets the part where it's got the Latin feel and the chorus. Can't
Mm-hmm.
help it. So it's got a vibe. And so that would be my favorite song to cover. It's really composed perfectly well.
Got you. What is one of your hidden talents no one knows about?
I can draw.
Oh, you can?
I used to be, that was my first love, drawing. Yeah,
Right.
back in the day when I was growing up, I used to enter contests for like EGM, which stands for Electronic Game Monthly, and I
Okay.
drew the Mortal Kombat poster, and my junk got posted in their magazine. I used to be a drawer. I used to draw Street Fighter characters. I started out with Bart Simpsons, and then Street Fighters and Mortal Kombat's. So I'm sure I could pick up a pencil and try to get back into it. So I like to draw.
Okay. What is the worst thing you've ever eaten?
I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I try to make sure that whatever it is I eat, I like it. But
No one.
that had to come from something. I could tell you one time I got sick eating something, and
Right.
then okay, so I remember it was like a winter storm, and before the storm started, I went to this grocery store and grabbed like 10 boxes of honey Teddy Grahams, bro. Like honey, gotta be the honey ones, yo. And I was in the studio, and I remember leaving the studio in the storm, got home. I must have
Right.
ate like 3 boxes of them joints because they it's bad. They're bad, right? They're like crack. I used to eat
Yeah,
like
they
three
are.
boxes of them joints. That morning I woke up, I was sick. I don't know what I ate. I don't know what it was from the Teddy Grahams. Yo,
Right.
it took me 15 years to try another Teddy Graham, bro.
Oh, damn.
Because I had to go to the hospital and get my stomach pumped sick. Like
Oh,
that's
it
how
was that
bad.
bad.
Yeah, I had to I think I went inside of an ambulance. Like it was bad, bad. Between number 2 and the throw up, like it was crazy. Like I
Oh,
couldn't keep it in. It was weird.
ooh. It was probably how much you eating it.
I think it was
God.
because I ate too many and something, but or it was just bad batches. I don't know, but it took me
Yeah.
15 years before I tried another one.
Okay. Favorite lyricist of all time?
Yeah, it's Jay for me.
Jay?
It's Jay. Some people don't call him a lyricist. I get it, but for me, just gotta listen to his undertones and what he's saying within his message. Always a message in the message with him. He's painting you a picture, but you know how some painters, some illustrators, will paint a picture,
Right.
but inside the picture, the masterpiece is inside of it. That's how
Right.
Jay Z is to me. So you got to really
Got
be
you.
listening to unlock. He like the Da Vinci Code of rappers.
Okay. Worst purchase you've ever made?
Damn, that's a broad question. Worst purchase? You got to give me a category or something. Like
All right. Let me think.
purchasing
Let me
what?
think.
Oh, I got it.
Um,
I got it. I
Go
got it.
ahead.
I won't say this was the worst purchase, but this is the worst I've ever done with my money.
Okay.
Like one of my first royalty checks, bro, I got
Mm-hmm.
when I was like 19, and I was at UConn at the time.
Okay.
If you said you were a fan of Lil Wayne, so
Mm-hmm.
Cash Money was all about the bling bling, right?
Yep.
So my dumb ass I had a 88 uh Oldsmobile Delta Supreme.
Okay.
If you know what a Delta look like, that means it's dope, and it was candy painted.
Oh, that thing was clean.
So I couldn't, excuse me, have a candy painted car without some wheels. So my
Okay.
first royalty
True.
check, which was pretty, I spent that whole joint on some rims that I don't even know where the rims are right now. Like I don't even know where the car is. That had to be the worst investment of my money ever. But when you're 19, bro, and, and that's what
Hey.
that's what I was into, bro. But my wheels was clean
Hmm.
though. My wheels
Yeah,
was
yeah.
clean.
It must. Yeah, it must be. Buying, just buying some ribs.
Bro, I'll never buy a rim
Golly.
again, bro. I look at the rims, I'll be like, yep, never, not me. Let's put some alloys, give me some hubcap.
Hey, call it a day. I'm not mad at you. Gets me to A to B as long as them wheels got some tread on them.
Facts. Facts.
All right, what's the best dish you can cook?
So it's funny you mentioned salmon, but I do a honey bourbon salmon. So I'm a salmon guy.
Okay.
Mainly, like my son, he's allergic to a lot of the fishes, so I could only really eat salmon in my household. And
Hmm.
salmon can get boring, but I do this honey crusted, coated bourbon, brown sugar salmon, bro. It just
Right.
makes salmon just to another level. I top it off with like a nice russet potato, and then on top of it, on the side for the greens, I like asparagus. I know they make your pea stink. I
Hmm.
don't really care. But if you grill them right, and if you could wrap them in, I don't know if you eat bacon, but you could wrap them in little small slivers of bacon. Like there's so many ways you can enhance food. It's not
Hmm.
about cooking the food, it's about how you enhance your food with the stuff that you got. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
yeah, that's my
drop
dish right there.
over there, dropping knowledge over there. I appreciate it. All you doing is making me more hungry. So I
Bro,
don't
I'm
appreciate
trying to
that
figure
though.
out if my wife even cooked, man. I gotta probably go upstairs and make a sandwich. We talk about all this good food.
Well, unfortunately for you, I got food upstairs just waiting for me. I probably
Lucky.
got a. I just hope I got a plate made, so I am not trying to deal with all that. But what is the funniest prank you've ever done?
I'm not a prankster. I've never done. I don't think I've ever done pranks all my years of growing up. It's not me because I don't want to get pranked either. I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
a
some
good.
bad karma.
Yeah, that's so. I'm sorry. I don't have a prank story. Um, yeah, I don't even. I can't even give you a story when I was pranked because I
Damn.
don't really like pranks.
Oh, I feel that. Me neither. You prank me, trust me. I'm going above and beyond to get you back, and it's
Right.
not going to be on the same level either. I'm
Bro,
going way overboard.
that's my point. That's my point. That's exactly why I don't do it. That's exactly.
All right. What is one irrational thing you are scared of?
Hmm. All right, so here's funny. My favorite character in DC is Batman, right? But I'm afraid of
Okay.
bats. Yo, one time I went camping, bro, and we was in a cabin. I had to be
Mm-mm.
like 11, and I'm asleep. And somebody
Right.
was like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "Huh?" So I'm already startled, bro. I ran outside in 30-degree weather and some tidy whities, bro. 'Cause it was bats inside the cabin. I wouldn't go back in that cabin, bro. I don't know why I'm afraid of bats. They like flying rats. So I'm afraid of bats, bro.
Exactly what they are. Yeah. I've never seen a bat in my life, and I
And,
hope I never see one either.
and to top the story off in my adulthood, just to remind you that I'm still afraid of bats, 2 Fourth of July's ago, we're out doing the show. We finished the show. I'm sitting at my man's, like he does fireworks on this lake out here. And
Hmm.
I'm like, why these birds? It's nighttime. Like, why
Right.
are birds flying? Shouldn't they go to sleep? He's like, them bats. I grabbed my chair. I go, yo, when I tell you it was fat, because it came like this. Whew. And I'm like, why would a bird fly close to my face? I don't like
Right.
it was a bat, bro. I left. I left. I left. Should have
So I
left.
left. I got out.
Yeah. And I was 40. Like I still don't like bats. But I love Batman.
All right, I feel that. All right, man. That's the end of the rapid questions. Thank you for participating in that, man. Definitely learned a lot about you.
Thank you, man.
Um, so how about you shout out your social media so people know where to find you and your pretty much your channel and everything.
I appreciate it. Listen, I definitely had a blast, and I love what you're doing here on Lyrical Minds. And I like the way you got it geared up. I like the way you were able to cater it to me. I'm a content creator when it comes to sports, guys. It's what I love to do. But just sitting here chopping it up about some personal pop stuff, I love that even more. I just didn't want to cross my niche. So anytime you need me to come up here, do whatever, you got me, bro. Just send me the message. But guys, Wayne Breezie is super simple. Wayne Breezie, YouTube. Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, you got to put the number 2 behind it because my account got hacked. I tried to get my account back, bro, the other day. I'm like, yo, it's been like some months, right? They
Right.
even took the hack stuff off the original Wayne Breezy account. So I'm thinking, so I don't know if you've ever been hacked, but you got to do like the face scan thing now because I can't.
Okay.
He that person still has their information, so I got to do the face scan. So I do the
Okay.
face scan, and they ask you, "Do you have pictures in your profile?" Now the dumb person that hacked my account didn't remove my pictures, so I'm like, "Yo, I'm there." They
Right.
still deny me, bro. I'm getting denied like
That's
credit checks, bro.
crazy.
It's ridiculous. It's
That's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Real
Yeah,
talk.
man. I hope I never get hacked. I feel like recently someone just sent me something and it was like, it looks suspicious on Instagram. And I was like, nope, not
Yep.
doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happened was I was at the draft and I had
Hmm.
met a couple of content creators, female content creators out there. And so we followed each other on our socials,
Right.
right? And so one I knew more personally than her friend. So her friend hit me up. She was like, "Hey, listen, like I'm locked out of my account. Could you please help me get back in?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just met you. Like, you know what I'm saying for sure. Like, what I gotta do." She was
Right.
like, "I just need you to click on this link, whatever, 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 blah, 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 blah." So I did it, and then it started to dawn on me like, "Oh snap! I think this like a hacker." So
Right.
as I was sitting at my computer desk at work, I never hit because it was like, "Are you trying to open this account from like somewhere?" Like I'm not, and I'm like, "Nah." So somebody got me in Canada. That's where.
Damn.
Yeah, they out
Damn.
there,
So
man. You gotta be careful. So just don't click on shit. And if you got a person's number, text them.
yeah, that works way better than anything else. But yeah, man, they out here. They definitely out here
It's a
trying to
business
get
though,
you.
bro. So don't it's not just the hackers, it's a business. So and let me just tell you, it's a rabbit hole business if you're familiar with
Hmm.
that. So what happens is the hacker hacks you, and
Right.
then once you you're in distress from getting
Hmm.
your account hacked, here come all the D hackers. And then they want to get in your account. So they're like, yo, just give me $25. I'll get you back. After you pay 25, it's like, oh, I need 25 more. Oh, you know what?
Oh,
You got a super encrypted code. It's gonna cost you 150. Then they send you your joint, and you like,
right.
then one time the person was like, yo, you got to click on this link super fast. If not, it's gonna expire. Dude, I
Okay.
probably spent like $300, $400 trying to get my account back, bro. And I
God.
realized I was being hacked by the D hackers.
Damn,
It's
I didn't even
business,
know that was a thing.
business. It's money. Listen how they got me. 25, 25, 150, like
Golly.
super jump. Cause you get so close to getting your account back, you're thinking like you're gonna get it back. Listen, don't
Right.
trust any of that. Don't trust that. Don't trust any of those verified things. The only way you can get verified is through Instagram itself. If you don't get an email from Instagram, don't trust it.
Dang, you hear that spitting free game out there.
Knowledge. Knowledge is
Mm,
power. That's another motto that I go by.
big facts. You got any final thoughts before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, this is a beautiful show, bro. Like it felt good just being able to sit here and just like chop it up, like you know what I'm saying, and talk about anything other than what's going on back here.
Right.
Like as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna go eat. I gotta break down the film and do my film recordings. But yeah,
I
man,
get
this
it.
was perfect, man, and thank you for your platform. I appreciate you, and everybody, make sure you go ahead subscribe to his channel. All right, let's get that junk up popping. I didn't like the fact he said he only had 76 people. He loves y'all, but let's get that up, man. Let's get 200 people in here at the same time. Let's do it. Let's go.
Definitely. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your time. Because, like I tell everyone, time is the most valuable thing in the world because you
Sure.
can't get it back.
And get it back. That's another good motto, man. It was good meeting you too at the draft. I mean, not the draft, the game, Denver. What a fucking,
Oh,
I
yeah, man.
can't believe he lost that game.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about the
All right,
game,
not my bad.
man. But we're gonna get up out of here. So like, comment, subscribe to Lyrical Minds. Until next time, deuces.